My pride in myself and who I am has always stemmed from my career.
Pride means to me is just to have fun and just to enjoy what life has to offer.
Pride means a lot to me. It means careers, it means being healthy, it means being focused, and it means normalization.
Expressing yourself with no limitations, not downing yourself for anybody else, just being true to who you are and what you love, and just living your best truth and living your best life.
I think that it meant a lot more at that time, and as weird as it might sound, because we were still somewhat limited. But at that time, it meant something.
I realized I was different in first grade when I had like this little crush on a guy in the same class. I was like,
I always believe everybody always knows. We always know what sexually attracts us and what we're attracted to.
It was more of what other people's perceptions of me would be like if I were to tell them. And that was the scariest part.
There was never ever one really like defining moment of coming out. It just kind of happened. It gradually happened.
I come home and she's like, what is all of this? What is all of this on your iPad? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, what is all this Snapchats of texting guys and everything? And I was like, oh yeah, we're just having, those are my friends. Friends don't talk about sex.
I really wish I had a moment like that because some people keep it quite special.
But when that happened, I was like, okay, I want to come out to everybody. So I came out to my god sister, came out to my other family members. I came out to like the crushes that I had in high school at the time.
There was a time when people would look at you and actually say, you're not doing what you should do for the LGBTQ population if you don't stand up and say you're gay.
Susan, I'm gay.
I hope that it has changed to where LGBTQ people and members within our family want to stand up and say, I am a kick-ass lawyer.
You're gay and she's straight.
Very good. Now, if you can guess my weight, you'll get a T-shirt that says, that's really none of your business.
With a degree, cum laude. And by the way, I'm gay.
I'm not too much educated on the gay history. I would love to. It's something that I'm working on.
Starting back in the Stonewall in the late 1960s, equality. I mean, everybody wanted equality. Everybody did not want segregation. Every so often you'd hear of someone who was gay coming out in show business or someone who within the fashion industry. In the 90s, everything exploded. And along the way, of course, we also had a crisis. It was the HIV crisis.
From my understanding, I know that a lot of people in the New York era, the Bronx era, is kind of like a high percentage, or used to be a high percentage of HIV/AIDS.
I know what it's like to have friends call me up and say 2 or 3 times in a row, I'm going to be okay, I'm going to be okay. And I know what was going to happen, what the next thing they would say. I know that. These kids today, they don't understand that there was not that plague. I was there.
This world is a work in progress, and people are still being discriminated against, still being verbally and physically abused because of their orientation.
I would love for it to be a time when we don't have to really have any information sessions about the LGBTQ population, that it would be so integrated.
I see gay men, straight men, gay women, straight women, transgender women in 10, 15 years just walking down the street, living their best lives.
That does not mean that the eras and the movements that I went through are not important, but where I want our population to be now is in the history books, and I want us to hold on to it and cherish it. But I don't want us to live it anymore.